Goedemorgen. Goedemorgen allemaal. Er is lekker nog niemand, dus ik kan het nu zeggen. Ik had me voorgenomen om vandaag de les in het Engels te geven. Dus dat ga ik zo wisselen. Vorige week was ik het helemaal ook van me apropos, het helemaal vergeten. Maar dan bleef ik in het Nederlands doorgaan, maar het lijkt me goed om weer een Engelse les te geven. Oké, het is ongeveer 10:15. Ik heb vandaag een klein experimentje, dat wil zeggen, mijn laptop, daar ga ik ook een filmpje maken. En kijken of ik die daarna op YouTube kan zetten. Dat weet ik nog niet, dus dat wordt een leuk experimentje. Kijken of het überhaupt hoorbaar is. En of we wel iets leuks kunnen creëren. Nou, in ieder geval heb ik al 1 persoon die met me mee gaat doen, gezellig. Leuk, welkom. Ja, we gaan zo beginnen met Pilates. Ik doe denk ik nog 30 seconden voor vol kletsen. Kan ik met moeite. Kost moeite natuurlijk, hè. En weg. Nou, hebben we niemand meer. Was jij dat? Nee. Oké, we gaan even kijken, jongens. Let's get started with Pilates today. Yeah. Let's try and see if it will be working, because I also have the laptop ready to go. So, you guys, Pilates stance, all the way in front of your mat, heels together, about a fist height between your toes, abdominals in and out, hands on your elbows, one foot is going back, and slowly come and sit down on the mat, extending your arms and legs, looking at your abdominals, and vertebra by vertebra, slowly roll your spine all the way down on the floor. Then put both feet on the floor, your knees are up to the ceiling, hands are low in your abdominals, and just relax and focus on your breathing. Inhaling, feel your abdominals come up, and while you're exhaling, they're falling down. Inhale, feel your abdominals come up, and while you're exhaling, they're falling down. Inhale, feel your abdominals come up, and while you're exhaling, pulling your pelvic floor. Inhale, relax again, feel your abdominals come up, and while you're exhaling, pulling your pelvic floor, pulling your belly button, make your waist as small as possible. Inhale, relax again, feel your abdominals come up, and while you're exhaling, pelvic floor, belly button and up, waist as small as possible. Inhale, relax. Exhale, powerhouse. Every time you exhale, you go deeper and deeper into your powerhouse. Pulling in your pelvic floor, pulling in your belly button, making your waist as small as possible. Inhale, relax. Exhale, powerhouse. And let's include your legs. Inhale, let your legs fall out to the side. And while you're exhaling, pelvic floor, belly button and up, waist as small as possible. And pull your legs, your inner thighs together as well. Inhale, relax, legs fall out to the side. Exhale, powerhouse, including your inner thighs, pulling everything in, up, and together. Inhale, relax. Powerhouse. One more time, please. Both hands on top of one another. Behind your head, your hands and your elbows are on the floor. Inhale right here, and while you exhale, you crunch up, use your powerhouse. Inhale up here, all the way back down to the floor, hands, elbows back on the floor. Inhale down here, so crunch up, inhale up here, all the way back down to the floor. Just one more time, inhale down here, slowly crunch up, and then both legs are coming into tabletop position. Knees above your hip, lower legs horizontal, arms about 20 centimeters above the floor. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Extend both legs up to the ceiling, lower them down, until you have an angle of about 45 degrees in your hip. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4. Little lower 2, 3, 4, 5 and lift a little bit up. Little lower 2, 3, 4, 5 and up, 2, 3, 4. Lower 2, 3, 4, 5 and up, 2, 3. Lower 2, 3, 4, 5 and up, 2, 3. And one more time. Slowly lower your legs all the way down until the back on the floor. Head and shoulders back down on the floor. Arms up to the ceiling, abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals and use your power out. Slowly pulling yourself all the way up. Reaching forward as far as you can. Inhale right here and then slowly vertebra by vertebra. Roll your spine all the way back down to the floor. Abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals. Use your powerhouse all the way forward, reaching forward as far as you can. Inhale right here and slowly vertebra by vertebra all the way back down to the floor. Just one more time, please. Abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Use your powerhouse. Pull yourself all the way up, reaching forward just a little further. Keep your legs straight. Inhale right here and slowly vertebra by vertebra all the way back down to the floor. And then grab your right knee, pull your right knee to your chest. Your left leg a little bit more in the middle, so your big toe, your belly button, your nose are in one line. Really pull your knee into your chest, so you might feel a little bit of a stretch. Really pull it in. And then extend your leg all the way up to the ceiling, relaxing your arms next to your body on the floor. Move your leg a little bit up towards your shoulder and make a half circle above your own body. Inhale straight up towards your shoulder. Exhale half circle above your own body. Inhale shoulder. Exhale powerhouse. Try to make sure both legs are as straight as you possibly can. One more time. Then again up towards your shoulder, but this time the half circle kind of outside your own body. Inhale straight up towards your shoulder. Exhale half circle kind of outside your own body. Inhale shoulder. Exhale powerhouse. Inhale shoulder. Powerhouse. One more time. And keep your leg in the middle of the hip. Let's turn it the other way around. So a little bit towards your ankle and again, half circle outside your own body. A little bit towards your ankle. Exhale, powerhouse. A little bit ankle. Powerhouse. Two more. And one more time. And then both legs next to one another, straight up to the ceiling. Make half circles with your legs around one another. On the inhale, lower them a little bit down towards the floor. On the exhale, straight up to the ceiling. Inhale a little bit lower. Exhale, powerhouse all the way up. Again, a little bit lower. And straight up to the ceiling. And grab your left knee. Pull your left knee into your chest. Right leg in the middle of the floor. So your big toe, your belly button, and your nose are in one line. Really pull your knee into your chest. So you might feel a little bit of a stretch. And then extend your leg all the way up to the ceiling. Relaxing your arms next to your body, relaxing your upper body, your shoulders. Focus on your powerhouse. Move your leg a little bit up towards your shoulder. Make a half circle above your own body. Inhale straight up towards your shoulder. Exhale half circle above your own body. Inhale shoulder. Exhale powerhouse. Inhale shoulder. Powerhouse. Just one more time. And again, up towards your shoulder, but this time the half circle kind of outside your own body. Inhale straight up towards your shoulder. Exhale half circle outside your own body. Inhale shoulder. Exhale powerhouse. Inhale shoulder. Powerhouse. One more time. Keep your leg in the middle of the hip. Let's turn it the other way around. A little bit towards your ankle. And again, half circle outside your mobile. A little bit towards your ankle. Exhale. Powerhouse. A little bit towards your ankle. Powerhouse. 2 more, please. Try to keep both legs as straight as you possibly can. And 1 more time. Then slowly lower your leg all the way back down on the floor. Both hands next to your hips in the floor. Abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals. Slowly pull yourself all the way up, lifting your glutes up and put them a little closer towards your heel. Put your heels a little bit closer to your glutes, whatever you want to do. One arm around your ankle, the other one grabs your wrist. Lift both feet off the floor. So try to relax your shoulders and find your balance with both feet off the floor. Try to make your back as round as possible for rolling like a ball. So inhale, rolling backward. Exhale, coming forward and finding your balance. Inhale, roll backwards. Exhale, come forward. Find your balance. Inhale, roll back. Powerhouse. Inhale, roll back. Powerhouse. 2 more times. And 1 more. Then find your balance again. Extend one leg just above the floor, the other one. Grab the outside of your ankle, inside of your knee. Come lie down on the floor and pull your leg in, and switch. In, and switch. In, 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 in. 4 more. 3 more. 2. And then grab both knees, both ankles. Both knees are in. Arms and legs all the way out. Arms going around and pull everything in. Powerhouse. Inhale, arms and legs all the way out. Arms around. Powerhouse. Inhaling. Powerhouse. Inhale. Powerhouse. Inhale. Powerhouse. Try to make sure your head and shoulders stay on the same place. Only your arms and legs are moving. 1 more time. And then both legs straight up to the ceiling. Grab one leg just above your knees on your calf. Pulling your leg in, and switch. In. So make sure your legs are as straight as you possibly can. In. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Creating this little scissor movement. And then both legs are next to one another again. Hands on top of one another behind your head, supporting your head and neck. Shoulders are still lifted off the floor. You're still looking towards your abdominals. And your legs are going out to the side and pull back together. Inhale out to the side and pull back together. Inhaling. Powerhouse. Inhale. Powerhouse. If you want to, let your legs kind of crossed in the middle. Make sure you're doing one leg first, and of course then the other one being towards you. So you switch which one is in front for the crossing. Inhale. Powerhouse. 2 more. And both legs are next to one another. Let your legs go down towards the floor for 3 times. 3, 2, 1, and all the way up. Powerhouse. 3, 2, 1. Powerhouse. 3, 2, 1. Powerhouse. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Powerhouse. 3, 2. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Powerhouse all the way up. 1 more time. One leg just above the floor, the other knee is bent. And turn your upper body towards your knee. And switch. And switch. Turn in. And in. And in. 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 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let's do it slow. Hold it, hold it, hold it, switch. Hold it, hold it, hold it, switch. Hold it, hold it, hold it, switch. One more time. And put both legs back on the floor, arms up to the ceiling. Slowly using your powerhouse, roll yourself all the way up, reaching forward as far as you can. Keeping your legs straight. Just feel that little stretch on the back of your legs. And then let's sit straight up. Feet a little bit apart. Normal curve in your lower back. So really sitting straight, straight. Bend your knees if you need to. A normal curve is much more important than a straight leg. Both feet flexed straight up to the ceiling. Arms straight in front of you, having this imaginary ball in your abdominals, and let's roll over it. Abdominals are in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals, head towards the mat. Roll all the way over this imaginary ball, making your spine as round as possible. So this is where my imaginary ball is, so you actually try to round over it. So really you're trying to rounding your lower back. So roll over that imaginary ball. Inhale right here, and slowly pull yourself all the way straight up. So try to do that. A roundness, that create a roundness in your lower back. So it's really easy to just bend forward, but really try to create in this lower part the roundness in your spine. Inhale right here, and slowly put yourself vertebra by vertebra all the way straight up. Abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals, head towards the mat, all the way over this imaginary ball. Inhale right here, and slowly vertebra by vertebra. Put yourself all the way straight up. Let's do it 2 more times. Abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals, head towards the mat, all the way over this imaginary ball. Inhale right here, and slowly vertebra by vertebra. Put yourself all the way straight up. Just one more time. Abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals, head towards the mat. And if you're in front, you grab both ankles, pulling both legs in. Finding your balance with both feet lifted off the floor. Relaxing your shoulders again. Try to relax your shoulders. Use your powerhouse. Inhale, extend your right leg all the way out. Exhale, powerhouse bend. Then the left leg. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, powerhouse bend. So first your right leg. And then your left leg, please. Right leg all the way up. Hold it there. Left leg as well. And together they go down. Starting with the left. First your left leg. Then the right. And together they go down again. Both legs together. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, powerhouse bend. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, powerhouse bend. If you want to, from here, you can continue with the open leg bump. So all the way up. And now from here, rolling backwards, coming forward and finding your balance. Inhale, rolling backwards. Exhale, come forward, finding your balance. Again, inhale, roll back. Powerhouse. Inhale, roll back. Powerhouse. 2 more, please. Inhale, roll back. Powerhouse. And the last one. And then find your balance again. Both legs together. Release your legs. Stay right here. Arms, legs straight in the teaser for 4, 3, 2 more, and slowly lower your upper body all the way down. And both legs straight up to the ceiling. Just try to stay on your mat. Anyway, relax your shoulders, relax your arms, both legs as straight as you possibly can up to the ceiling. Both legs together, creating a nice hard circle. First clockwise if you want to, after that a nice little circle the other way around. So after each circle you're actually changing the direction. Inhale, first half of your circle. Exhale, powerhouse, second half of the circle. Try to relax your shoulders, really focus on your powerhouse. Pelvic floor very much in and up. waist as small as possible. Inhaling, powerhouse. Inhale, powerhouse. Both sides one more time, please. And the last one. And then both legs together. On the inhale, a little bit diagonal away from you to one side. On the exhale, straight up to the ceiling. Other side, a little bit diagonal away from you. Exhale, powerhouse, lift back up. Again, first, the right, left or right side, whatever you started, and then the other side. One more time, both sides, please. Try to relax your upper body, try to relax your arms, hands, and really focus on your powerhouse. And the last one, please. And then bend your legs, so you're actually having tabletop position, a lot more relaxed for your legs, and knees are straight above your hip, lower legs horizontal. Still your arms are relaxed on to the side. Let's put them a little higher, let's say shoulder height, out to the side. Hand palms are up to the ceiling, so you actually cannot climb into the floor too much. Relax your shoulders, and both legs are actually going to one side. So you might lift your hip a little bit, but make sure you're not tripping over, falling over. Come back in the middle, and let's go to the other side. A little bit, you decide how much, and come back in the middle. Both sides one more time, nice and easy. Maybe go a little further. Just make sure you still have enough energy left in your abdominals to roll back to the middle without using anything else. So your arms stay where they are. If you want to, you roll your legs all the way to one side, so they're almost or completely on the floor, keeping your shoulders and the other hand actually on the floor. So that is your limitation. This one, shoulder arm stays on the floor, so you see how far you can go. And come back in the middle, please. And then let's go to the other side. Same thing, make sure that the opposite arm and shoulder stays on the floor, so you can see how far you can go. Just make sure your shoulder, arm stays on the floor. And come back in the middle again. Let's do both sides one more time, just relaxing a little bit, because that's the same thing, creating a stretch at this moment anyway, that could be possible. And at the same time, let's come back in the middle, lifting right here from your powerhouse. So let's go to the other side, the last one, all the way to the other side. You decide how far you can put your legs on the floor. Make sure the shoulder, arm of the opposite arm, opposite side is on the floor. And then use your powerhouse again and pulling them back in the middle. So this time we're actually going to stay in the middle, at least with one leg. So let's start with the right leg. Relax your shoulders again, using your powerhouse. The right leg is going out to the side, the left stays where it is. Inhale and exhaling. Just go as far as you can. The other one is still straight above your hip. And then come back in the middle, please. Other side. Let's go to the left. The right stays where it is, straight above your hip. Left is falling out to the side as far as you can. Make sure the other hip is also your left. Your right hip actually stays on the floor. And then come back in the middle. Again, so it's actually a stretch on here of the inner thigh, but make sure the other leg stays where it is. You could even push your right leg a little bit further towards the floor, and then come back in the middle. Other side. Stretch as far as you can. Feel that little stretch. And come back in the middle. And slowly put both legs back on the floor. All the way out, arms going up to the ceiling. Abdominals in a knot, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals. Slowly lower yourself all the way forward as far as you can. Inhale right here. And slowly vertebra by vertebra. Roll yourself all the way back on the floor. Just one more time. Abdominals in a knot, chin to your chest. Slowly pull yourself all the way up. Reaching forward. Inhale right here. And slowly vertebra by vertebra. Roll yourself all the way back. one arm over your shoulder, roll all the way over, so you're actually lying on your abdominals. And put both hands under your shoulders on the floor. If you want to, forehead on the floor as well, on your mat or on your towel. Elbows are straight up to the ceiling, so you could actually jump up if you wanted to. We're not going to, don't worry. But really use your powerhouse. So create room between your abdominals and the mat, literally. And then your nose is going up, up, up. Your chest as high as possible. And then all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale right here. Use your powerhouse. So create room between your abdominals and the mat. And slowly lower your upper body all the way back down to the floor. Your nose is going up, up, up. Chest as high as possible. All the way up to the ceiling. Inhale right here. And slowly lower your upper body all the way back down to the floor. Nose is going up, up, up. Chest as high as possible. And hold it there for 4, 3, 2 more. Slowly lower your upper body all the way back down to the floor. Nose is going up, up, up. Chest as high as possible. And then look over one shoulder. Roll down to the other side. In the middle. Over the other shoulder. Roll back down to the first side. Come back in the middle, looking up, using your powerhouse. And slowly roll your upper body all the way back down to the floor. So try to relax your shoulders for one moment, pulling your shoulder blades back and down, so towards each other, and let them slide over your ribs towards your lower back. Keep them there while you push your upper body slowly up. So nose is going up, 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 chest as high as possible. A little help of your arms, not too much, mostly also your powerhouse. Start at the other side, look over the other shoulder, roll down, in the middle, the other way around. Come back in the middle, looking up, relaxing your shoulders, and slowly roll your upper body all the way back down to the floor. Only lifting up without using your arms, your hands. So your nose is going up, 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 just as high as possible, and just lift your arms, hands off the floor. Hold it here for 4. As high as you can, using your lower back. 2 more. And slowly lowering your upper body all the way back down to the floor. Again, nose is going up, 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 just as high as possible. And hold it right there for 4, 3, 2 more. Slowly lowering your upper body all the way back down to the floor. Then use your powerhouse. So kind of lift your hips, your glutes up first. Your nose stays close to the floor, moving all the way back into the child's pose. And just hold it right there. Relax for a few seconds. Your glutes as close to your heels as possible. If you need to, you can always put the toes into the floor. From here, let's stand on the hands and the knees, please. Hands straight under your shoulders. Knees under your hips. Inhaling, extending your left arm and right leg forward and backwards. Exhale, powerhouse. Switch other side. Right arm, left leg, forward, backwards. Exhale, powerhouse. Switch. Inhale all the way out. Exhale, powerhouse. Switch. All the way out. And switch. So if you want to lift your feet, as you can see already, off the floor, so really focusing on your powerhouse, pelvic floor, belly button in and up, waist as small as possible, and switch other side. Inhale all the way out, powerhouse switch, inhaling, powerhouse, both sides one more time. The last one. And then both both sides, both hands to one side. Toes, feet back on the floor, lift your knees, turn yourself around, look to the whatever side of your room, or front of the room, or towards me. Arms, legs straight, and slowly vertebra by vertebra. Roll your spine all the way back down to the floor. If you're on the floor, put both feet on the floor, knees up to the ceiling. And in one movement, push your hips all the way up to the ceiling, as high as you possibly can. And then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, use your powerhouse. First your lower back, and then your glutes and tailbone are touching the floor. So inhaling, pushing your hips all the way up to the ceiling. And while you're exhaling, slowly roll your spine, vertebra by vertebra, let gravity help you. First, the lower back is touching the floor, and then your glutes and tailbone. So inhale all the way up to the ceiling. And while you're exhaling, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, first your lower back, and then your glutes and tailbone are touching the floor. Inhale all the way up to the ceiling, and while you're exhaling, extend one leg. Inhale, put your foot back on the floor, exhale, switch other side, extend the other leg. Inhale, both feet on the floor, hips are still up there, and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, first your lower back, and then your glutes and tailbone are touching the floor. Inhale all the way up to the ceiling and start with the other leg. Extend the other leg first, please. Put your foot back on the floor, exhale, switch other side. Inhale, both feet on the floor, and while you're exhaling, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, first your lower back, and then your glutes and tailbone touching the floor. Inhale all the way up to the ceiling, and while you're exhaling, extend one leg. Inhale, make a small circle clockwise if you want to. Exhale, small circle counterclockwise. Inhale, put your foot back on the floor. Exhale, switch other side. One small circle the other way around. Keep your hips at the same place as high as you can. Inhale, put both feet back on the floor, and while you're exhaling, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, first your lower back, and then your glutes and tailbone. Let's start with the other leg. So inhaling, push your hips all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, start with the other leg, extend the other leg first. Inhale, one small circle. Exhale, one small circle the other way around. Inhale, put your foot back on the floor. Exhale, switch other side. One small circle the other way around. Inhale, both feet on the floor, hips are still up there, and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, first your lower back, and then your glutes and tailbone touching the floor. So I already put my arms around my head on the floor, pushing my shoulders a little bit more on the floor, so actually creating a stretch front side of my shoulders with my chest muscle, and you could try that as well. The more flexible you are, the more you probably can extend the arms overhead. If you're not that flexible, keep your arms a little closer towards you, or maybe next to you could also be a possibility. But try to push your shoulders on the floor, and then the hips all the way up to the ceiling again. Then from here, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, use your powerhouse. First, your lower back is touching the floor, and then your glutes and tailbone. Again, all the way up to the ceiling, as high as you can. And then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, first your lower back. Really focus on your powerhouse. And then your glutes and tailbone as well. One arm. Let's go for the right, over your head, and roll over on your right side. This is my class, as you know, then we always start at the right side. If you're joining in Frank's class, he's always starting at the left, so that's for all the other people. Straight under your shoulder, lifting your hips up. Can be with both knees on the floor, one foot as well, both feet on top of one another if you want to, one straight line, with the leg lifted if you want to do that. It's up to you. No matter what you're doing, for 4, 3, 2 more. And then let's come and lie down on the mat. Let's use the mat to make sure we're lying straight. So check with your shoulders, your shoulder blade, your hips on the edge. One hand in front of you, the other one under your head. And both legs together, lifting up for 2. And keep them up in the air. Inhale up for 2. And keep them up in the air. So this is a good moment to feel that you're actually still having your heels on top of one another. 2 more. And one more time, then hold it up and only your lower leg a little bit down and together, please. Inhale a little bit down and together. Inhaling, powerhouse. Inhaling, powerhouse. 2 more. And one more time. And then both legs together. Let's go. Make a small circle 3 times. One side, and then the same small circles, also 3 the other way around. Just make sure you're really using your powerhouse so your upper body is absolutely frozen, no movement at all. And one more time, and let's slowly move both legs forward and put them down in the angle of about 45 degrees. Make sure your heels are still on top of one another. So your hips are still on top of one another. Lower leg stays on the floor, upper leg hip height, moving forward for 2 and backwards for 2. Inhale forward, exhale backwards. So it's about 0 to 90 degrees in your hip. That's about your maximum. No matter what you do, make sure your upper body is absolutely frozen. Inhaling, powerhouse. One more time. And then heels still are on top of one another again. Turn your toes and a little bit up to the ceiling. Point the toe all the way up. Flex, going down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, powerhouse, going down. Inhale up. Powerhouse. Inhaling. Powerhouse. 2 more. And one more time. And put your foot on your shin. Move your foot over your leg up. Knee towards your shoulder. Extend your leg all the way down. Over your leg, moving up. Knee, shoulder, extend all the way down. Inhale up. Knee, shoulder. Powerhouse. Inhale up. Knee, shoulder. Powerhouse. 2 more. Inhaling. Powerhouse. One more time. And the same thing the other way around. So first your leg is moving up, bend your knee towards your shoulder, over your leg going down. Inhale all the way up, bend your knee, over your leg going down. Inhale up, bend your knee, powerhouse. Inhale up, bend your knee, powerhouse. Inhaling, powerhouse. Just one more time. Heels are again on top of one another. If you want to lift the lower leg off the floor as well, and then make a small circle with the top leg kind of around the lower heel. A little bit in front, a little bit behind. Using your powerhouse, upper body absolutely frozen. And the same small circle the other way around. Lower leg can be off the floor already if you want to. And that's this we can do, right? It's not that difficult. I hope. One more time. And then put your foot in front of you, top leg, only the top leg. If you can, put the total foot on the front. Your hand is actually going through the inside of the inner thigh to the outside of your ankle. The lower leg is still off the floor, still horizontal, lifting up for 2 and keep it up in the air. Inhale up for 2 and a little lower. Inhale up for 2. Powerhouse. One more time. I'm going to make a small circle again using the inner thigh. So you make sure that your inner thigh is absolutely used. And I would actually make it easier and keep your foot horizontal and just focus on the inner thigh. Then the same small circle the other way around. And of course you're also focusing on the rest of your powerhouse to make sure your upper body is absolutely frozen. 2 more. And then both legs again on top of one another. Creating this straight line. Roll over on your abdominals. Hands on top of one another. Forehead on your hands. Lift your legs off the floor and clap your heels together. Beats on the belly. For 4, 3, 2 more. Hands under your shoulders if you're really good in push-ups, otherwise a little wider. Both feet into the floor. Using your powerhouse, so as one straight line, you'll lift your body off the floor and hold it right there. For 4, 3, 2 more. And actually, let's roll over one way or the other, to the other side. So I'm just sliding my little towel over. And let's put the elbow, left elbow I hope, straight under your shoulders, knees to start with, and lift your hips off the floor. Very good. One foot, other, if you want to, both on top of one another, arm up. And if you want to, and that's up to you, you can also lift that leg up. For 4, 3 more, 2, and then come lie down on that in the same straight way we already were on the mat. So use the mat to make sure you're straight. Hips, shoulders, and feet. One hand in front of you, other one under your head if you want to. Both legs together, lifting up for 2, and keep them up in the air. Inhale up for 2. Keep them up in the air. Inhale up. Powerhouse. Inhale up. Powerhouse. Let's lift it up. Only the lower leg a little bit lower. And together again. A little bit lower. And together. And with these exercises you can actually feel how your heels are compared to one another. And then both legs together again. Now let's create a nice small circle. 3 times going one direction. And then also 3 circles the other way around. Both legs together, slowly move them forward and put them down at an angle of 45 degrees. Make sure your heels stay on top of one another, please. Lower leg stays on the floor, upper leg hip height. Moving forward for 2 and backwards for 2. Inhale forward, exhale powerhouse backwards. Inhaling, powerhouse. Inhale, powerhouse. 2 more. And 1 more time. And then your heels are on top of one another again. Turn your toes a little bit up to the ceiling. Point the toe all the way up. Flex, going down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, powerhouse, going down. Inhaling. Powerhouse. 2 more. Inhale. And 1 more time. And put your foot on your shin. Move your foot over your leg. Up, knee towards your shoulder. Extend your leg all the way down. Over your leg. Moving up. Knee, shoulder. Powerhouse. Inhaling. Knee, shoulder. Powerhouse. Inhale. Inhale, knee, shoulder. Powerhouse. 2 more. And 1 more time. And then we do the same thing the other way around. So first your leg is moving up. Bend your knee towards your shoulder. Over your leg going down. Inhale all the way up. Bend your knee. Over your leg going down. Inhale up. Bend your knee. Powerhouse. Inhale up. Bend your knee. Powerhouse. Inhaling. 2 more. And 1 more time. And both heels are again on top of one another. And then make a small circle kind of around your lower heel, a little bit in front, a little bit behind. And if you want to, both legs can be lifted off the floor. And then the same small circle the other way around. So check once in a while if your heels are still on top of one another. One more time. And let's put the top leg through the inside, grab the outside of your ankle, then put the foot in front of you on the floor. If you can, the total foot, please. Lower leg still up in the air, I hope. Lifting up for 2, and keep it up in the air. So inhale up for 2, and keep it up in the air. Inhale up. Powerhouse. Inhale up. Powerhouse. 2 more. And one more time. Your legs still off the floor, of course, then make a small circle using the inner thigh as you did before. Keep your foot horizontal, really using the inner thigh as well as the rest of your powerhouse to keep your upper body frozen. 2 more. And then the same small circle the other way around, please. Still using your inner thigh, keeping your legs straight. 2 more. More. Again, both legs on top of one another. Yes, we're rolling over on our abdominals again, but this time your arms all the way over, head on the floor. Lifting your left arm, right leg, lift it up, and switch, and switch, and switch. And then arms and legs are going up in the air, swimming. Inhaling, powerhouse. Inhale, powerhouse. One more time. And both hands again, a little bit wider. Then your shoulders on the floor, or under your shoulders if you're good at push-ups. Feet into the floor, use your powerhouse again. And let's, as one plank, push yourself up. Hold it right there. For 4, 3, 2 more. And then put your knees back on the floor. And let's roll over for one moment. I actually want to do the official teaser one more time. So come and lie down on the floor. We don't do that one that much, I know. So both feet are on the floor, knees up to the ceiling. Then extend one leg. So your knees are together. Arms going up to the ceiling, abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals, look at your knee, look at your foot. So you're lifting yourself all the way up. In a teaser prep position. Your knees are together next to one another. You go right here and slowly roll back down until you're back on the floor. Let's do that again. Abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals, look at your knees, look at your foot. And then slowly all the way back down. One more time. Abdominals in and up. And the good thing is that when you do this, you're lifting yourself up. Your knee tells you where, your leg tells you where it wants to be. So you just have to listen. If that is where you need to be, this is where it wants to be. So then make sure that you put the other knee next to it, and then your foot will be wherever it wants to be. Slowly lower your upper body back down. Let's lift again. Look at your abdominals, look at your knees, look at your foot. And slowly, vertebra to vertebra, roll your spine. We changed the foot though. I'm not sure if you saw that part. I hope so. Abdominals in and up, chin to me. Just roll yourself all the way up. Inhale right here. And slowly roll yourself all the way back down. Just one more time with only one foot. Abdominals in and out, chin to your chest. Slowly roll yourself all the way up. And here, both feet next to one another. And then let's go for a full teaser. Slowly roll your upper body all the way back down. Abdominals in and up, chin to your chest. Look at your abdominals. Look at your knees. Look at both feet and hold it right there for 4, 3, 2 more. And slowly lower your arms back down and your legs back down. So you want straight line. Let's see, what shall we do? Normally we needed to go and roll over, but we already did that. So today let's go for a mermaid. Why not? Yeah, I think so. We're going for the mermaid. So one foot back, other foot inside knee. Grab your ankle, arm next to your ear. And pull yourself diagonal forward as far as you can. Come back in the middle, hand elbow next to your body on the floor, kind of pushing the other hip back into the floor, ribs up to the ceiling, so you're hanging over. At the same time, opening your chest a little. You could look up to the ceiling, arm next to your ear. And come back in the middle, grab your ankle, diagonal forward as far as you can. In the middle, hand, elbow, powerhouse. Just one more time, grab your ankle, diagonal forward. Every single time, hopefully, a little further forward. In the middle, hand, elbow, powerhouse. Really pushing back into the floor. There we go. And come back in the middle, and one way or the other, only your legs are going to the other side. Doesn't really matter how you want to do that, just as long as you don't cramp up. It will be good. And you switch your legs. So grab the other ankle, arm next to your ear, and pull yourself diagonal forward again as far as you can. In the middle, hand, elbow, pushing your hip back into the floor, ribs up to the ceiling, opening your chest, arm next to your ear. And come back in the middle, grab your ankle, diagonal forward again as far as you can. In the middle, hand, elbow, powerhouse. And just one more time, diagonal forward. And one more time, hand, elbow, pushing your hip back, ribs up to the ceiling. Very good. Let's go back in the middle and roll. Actually, let's move the legs to the side and make sure you have at least half of your mat behind you. Through the inside, we go for the outside of your ankles. Lift both feet off the floor. Clap your feet together for 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Roll back. Stay on your shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3. You could actually stay here as long as you want to. Alright? 1, 2, 3, of course. Rolling back. Hold it right here. 1, 2, 3. If you want to, you could still do one little teaser in between because we're kind of used to it, right? I know. No, you really don't like me. You already did it. 1, 2, 3. Let's roll back. 1, 2, 3. One more time, rolling back. And if you come forward, release your legs. And stand up, please. 2, roll up. Good. And then let's kind of turn around, having the total mat in front of you. Arms going all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale a little bit more back. Exhale all the way forward. And then let's do 3 big steps forward in a plank position. From here, let's go for 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. 3 big steps back. And use your powerhouse. Slowly roll yourself all the way up. Arms all the way up to the ceiling. Let's do that again. A little bit back. And then all the way forward. Fold forward. 3 big steps. 1, 2, 3. 3 push-ups. 3, 2, 1. 3 steps back. And use your powerhouse. Slowly roll yourself all the way up. Arms again, up to the ceiling. Only going back a little. And forward fold. Keeping your legs straight, just reach here for a few seconds for 4, 3, 2, and slowly roll yourself all the way up. We're going to do that one more time because I feel I need it. So you guys have to suffer. All the way forward, keep your legs straight and try to reach for the floor. Come on, for 4, 3, 2, and slowly roll yourself all the way up. Come and stand on your toes, pulling your shoulders back and down. Find that balance. Inhaling, arms going down, still on your toes, still finding your balance for 4, 3, slowly putting your feet back on the floor. If you want to, you can stand on the mat. Might be a little bit warmer if that is what you need at home. Then the 1 foot inside knee, inside inner thigh. Use your powerhouse, find your balance. We have all the time of the world. Never had that much time, so Let's relax, shoulders back and down. Inhaling, both arms in front of you. Exhale, powerhouse. One arm going out to the side, look at it if you want to. Back in the middle. Powerhouse, other side. Inhaling. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Powerhouse. One more time, please. Inhaling. And lower your arms down. And switch other side, other foot. Inside knee, inside inner thigh again. Find your balance, pelvic floor. Belly button in and up. Waist as small as possible. Inhaling, both arms in front of you again. Powerhouse, find your balance. One arm going out to the side. Back in the middle. Powerhouse, other side. Inhaling. And again. Inhale. And if you want to, you kind of look with your hand while it's going to the side. Or just behind your hand to the wall. Come back in the middle. Both arms going down. Both feet in Pilates stance. Heels together. I'm going to do that little step forward on my mat. Just being a little bit warmer. Shoulders back and down. Head on top of your spine. Really chin tucked under. So we have this little V shape. Shoulders back and down. Make sure you're standing on your total feet. Not only toes, not only heels, both. You could actually check if your hips are definitely on the same height. I hope so. Shoulders back and down on the same height as well. Head on top of your spine, chin a little bit tucked under. Just breathe. Inhaling. Powerhouse, pelvic floor, belly button, waist. Shoulders back and down. Two more. Inhaling. Powerhouse. One more time. And an applause. Nice job, everybody. Perfect. So today, I give you 3 extra minutes for preparing at home for the snow, which is probably coming. Anyway, dag Esme. She's waving at me, so I'm very happy with that. Anyway, you guys, I hope you have a very nice weekend. Heel goed weekend. Voorzichtig, careful with all the snow and all the other stuff that is going on. And I hope to see you next time. So today it was a little bit shorter, definitely shorter. Normally I'm actually spending all my seconds I got. But today, just prepare your home and whatever you need to. And I'll see you next weekend. Bye bye. Doei doei. Ik ben gewoon te vroeg klaar vandaag. Zo, dan gaan we kijken naar jouw 8